Okay, so we have a power balance idol, a Pandaren fire spirit, and an idol. Guess probably starts with the idol, right? Most likely. This team isn't great versus idols. Let's try starting with the Deathwatch hatchling. Ah, he started with the Starlet. Huh. Do I stun him instantly or do I hold on to my stun? I'm gonna hold on to my stun. He has the wrong breed of the Starlet, so I bet he goes for the supercharge and then I can stun him. It's kind of greedy. If I was him, I would just go straight for wind up or power balls and then wind up, but yeah, if he goes for that supercharge, I can just stun him and now he's done no damage to me and he's half health, so that's a good start. But I better skedaddle on out of here with my Deathwatch hatchling. What I can do is bring in the Stone Grinder and then refresh the bleed, and it will not override the bleed. So basically, I'll be extending my power. That's fine. You know what? He's taking bleed damage on the back line. I have 2 dots on him. But if I refresh that bleed on him, it keeps the damage from my wood chipper. Sorry, from my Deathwatch hatchling's wood chipper. Instead of nerfing it down to 77 damage, it'll be 86. So this is about as bad of a matchup as it gets. Let's not have anything to do with that. We'll bring in our aquatic. Okay, we're taking an immolate. He's gonna go for that conflagrate. I want to go for blood in the water, but I know he's gonna go for conflagrate, so I'm just gonna go for dive, just to keep my health a little bit higher. And then we'll go for the blood in the water later. I think that was the right move there. Unless he predicted the dive and went for a burn, in which case I'd be pretty sad right now. But yeah, this is looking pretty good here, although the idol's still full HP. And I have no weather changer. He's gonna go for Sandstorm, so I think I'll bring in the Death Watch. Typically, I would bring in the Mechanical because I want to use the Death Watch to eat weak damage from Crush. But I'm still full HP, and the Death Watch is really bad versus that Starlet, so I don't want to save him for a 1v1. That's just not going to work out. Okay, got the deflection. I'm not sure if I want to go for the stun. I think I don't want to go for Wood Chipper either because of Sandstorm, so I'm just going to spam leaps for now. And once I have my Beast Racial, I should start to pull ahead, I think, versus the Idol. Unless I miss or he high rolls a bunch, because he's doing weak damage to me here. Oh, I missed. Okay, hopefully he, yeah, presses deflection so that I can stun him. This is not going well. His Sandstorm's back and I've taken 13% of his HP. That's very underwhelming. Still don't think it's worth it to go for the bleed. No, I am going to go for the bleed. Because what I can maybe do here is that trick where I extend the dot duration. And while he's bleeding, I can get a nice blend of water into him, so that's good. He's probably going to go for deflection because he's kind of been doing that like a robot, so we'll just go for some AoE. I think probably clean up first for max dam, and then we'll extend that dot duration. So right now I have a beast racial power bleed ticking, so it is critting for 49 under sandstorm. That's Really unfortunate that I missed there. Ah. Okay. Well. Ugh. You know, is what it is. I don't have enough health to bring in the Deathwatch hatchling. We'll just stand on the stone grinder until, Okay, do I go for Thunderbolt? He might go for Deflection. He didn't, but I take out the Starlet's mechanical racial here, so... He didn't go for Sandstorm. Okay, I'm just gonna go for Cleanup. He might not go for Deflection. Even if he does, he's taken that dot. Okay. Sandstorm's on cooldown. We bring in the Death Watch because I take weak damage from Crush. I think I should be able to win this, but it's looking a little close. If I miss a couple times, I could easily lose. We'll go for Leap. Oh, nice 3 damage from my bleed, Pigpoggers. Go for a Leap. Take him out. And then that Starlet just needs to take a couple attacks. I'm going to go for the stun. We landed it, which is very nice. Then we just need a couple leaps to take him out. Good job, Deathwatch Hatchling. Now, Idol almost 1v3'd my team. But he was playing pretty predictably. Oh, I forgot. I already have my fish. I don't even need a fish anymore. Let's try... Let's try the Basilisk. He's pretty good versus, How about this team? Sure. Basilisk is pretty great versus, Idols. Versus both Idols and Anomalous. And you see a lot of those during Critter Week. Because I take weak damage from Crushes, and I'm faster than Anomalous, so I can stun them. Actually, Obsidian Warwhelp and the Basilisk are both really good versus Anomalous, so... Yeah, I think this team could probably do pretty well for me, depending on what I queue into. And then the Spinebugs versus Karaji, so... Let's see what we get. Kind of a random team. What's he going for here? Looks like Sunlight. And probably this Light of Creation. What does that do? Well, let's see here. How about... I don't know. Do I start with the Obsidian Warwhelp or the Basilisk? I think the Warwhelp could work out. I don't see a way for him to reasonably avoid the Time Bomb. And since he's starting with that Magic Pet, my Dragon's just gonna dump on that Magic Pet with Flame Breath. So we'll go for Flame Breath, and he will probably nicely give my Dragon Racial right away with that Sunlight. So we'll go for Flame Breath with that Dragon Racial. And he can try to out-heal it, but it's not going to work. I'm pretty sure of that. Okay, so he does have Light of Creation. It's going to be doing lots of healing. Oh, wait. It doesn't... It does the most healing right away. Huh. Alright, let's go for Time Bomb. Okay. Well, I have a Dragon Racial. Maybe I go for Armageddon right now. Yeah, I'm going to do that, because he's probably going to go for a big Drain Blood, and I don't want that to happen. Don't have a Weather Changer, so yeah. Oh, we got the Touch the Animus, that's good. Let's try... Scalded Basilisk. I don't even need Dazzling Dance, so... We could just bring this guy in, and... The nice thing is I died with my Dragon Racial, so when that Time Bomb goes off, it's going to be like... I don't know, 900 damage almost. So we can stun him. And I think it'll actually chain stun him here if he stays in. Because he doesn't have resilience yet. I don't think he gets resilience before Time Bomb goes off, so... Yeah, this combo's kind of just... Okay, yeah, that's, you know, well played. I still think I'm just fine, because that Sunny Day's expiring here. And I could maybe go for... do I go for Feign Death? He's probably going to go for Drain Blood, right? I think it's fine for him to go for Drain Blood. Because, like, what if he doesn't go for Drain Blood? He might not go for Drain Blood, because he knows that I have Feign Death, I'm sure. Nah, he went for it. That's fine. You know, big heal. I got my Beast Racial now, so I'm going to start popping off versus this critter. If he brings in the Son of Seath, I will definitely feign death. I'm not going to play any games and risk taking a touch of the Animus. Okay, we dodged that Drain Blood, so that's good. Oh, and he ran away. All right. Well, that was kind of a toxic team, so don't feel too bad about that. But yeah, the Obsidian Warbulb does really well versus magic pets, especially Anomalous, because you get that dot procking, or you get that dot ticking on them, and your Dragon Racial will keep procking from that dot damage. So when you go for your Armageddon, while you have your Dragon Racial up, if you have Time Bomb out, then it will also have benefit from your Dragon Racial. So it's, you know, hitting for big damage. It didn't work there because he used his low health magic to soak it, but yeah, I think I was probably going to be just fine versus that team. So he has a Sunlight team. Oh, you know what? Maybe... What about the Mechasaur team? I like that team. That does pretty well versus, Yeah, let's try this team. This does well versus Sunlight. Like, surprisingly well. You would think it would not be able to beat Sunlight pets because you have no Weather Changer, but the damage is just... It's just too good. Oh, right. The key has popped. Time to play. Time to win. Perfect. Oh, this is such a good team for me. I'm so glad I picked this team. This is going to be, like, the best representation of this team ever. Because I have a Decoy Breaker, I have a Sunlight Pet. This is a very toxic team, and my team will have just no trouble whatsoever taking it out. I am confident. This team doesn't do that well versus Darkness or Anomalous, so it's not like it's unbeatable, but yeah, this is not going to be a problem for my team. Well, for Michael Leo's team. It's not my team. I didn't come up with it. Full credit to the legend himself. Immolation start out, and he could try to block it, but it still does enough damage to heal me on the back line. I don't need to go for Portal, so I'll save that for later, although I probably don't really ever need to press Portal, realistically. Let's just go for a burn here. I want to kind of scare him into playing defensive. I don't really want him staying on the front line. Okay, he is staying on the front line. This is fine. We'll go ahead and bring in the Mechasaur. We'll take strong damage from Iron Bark, but... Oh, that crit sucked. Oh well. Too bad. We'll go for... I'm going to go for Razor Talons. I think he's going to stay in, even with that Razor Talons up on him. Maybe if I know that he's going to swap, Rip is a little better, but yeah, I'm going to go for Razor Talons because I bet he's going to see that green arrow and go, oh, cool, free win. I do big damage, I win this matchup. And he does win this matchup, but once I have Aura of Gonk up, then these two will just 2v3, no problem. Could maybe save my Mechasaur for later. I think I'll try to do that, because I have Aura of Gaunt coming up soon. So what I can do here is throw up Black Claw and Razor Talons, and now that Brute is just going to melt. We've got Immolation and a Bleed with Black Claw and Razor Talons. He's just going to flop. I could go for Aura of Gonk here, but I kind of want to play offensive. Hmm. Now I'm going to go for Aura of Gonk. Okay. I do need to get my immolation rolling. Let's try going for Rip here, because I can extend this hard-hitting bleed, so you see it's still the 87 instead of 83, so an extra 4 damage, that's always good. Oh, look, the brute died. Through sunlight, through photosynthesis, through iron bark, the damage is just too much. I mean, he should have swapped, right? But he's clearly going to go for decoy, so I'm going to bring in the Rebellious Imp, and then we're just going to kind of stall until Aura of Gaunt comes back off cooldown, which should be no problem, because this team is very healy, but it doesn't have much damage. So yeah, the Rebellious Imp and the Shin Chomper should have no trouble 2v2ing the MPD and the Hyjal Wisp. We'll go for Immolation to break Decoy. I just realized he doesn't have any more AoE because he's running Bombing Run. I don't know why you would do that, not Thunderbolt. You could kill my Crimson Mechasaur. But now I can no-time him, which is great. Let's see here. How about... Yeah, let's go for Portal. Let's go ahead and press it. I did Portal kind of air, but the bomb was coming down. So... we'll go for Rip. We'll go for Black Claw. And I had that Aura of Gaunt coming back soon, so he needed to go for damage. He's just gonna melt to dots through his dodge, and while that dodge is up, we can go for Aura of Gonk. Even if he had Thunderbolt, I think I would easily win this. But yeah, it does help that he has Bombing Run. So yeah, we can heal up our Shin Chomper up to full. Got Immolation rolling, the Bleed rolling, the Black Claw. Toxic team, by the way, to queue in Pet Week. But yeah, this team is fantastic versus both Sunlight and Sandstorm teams, because you just out-damage their healing and their damage mitigation with Razor Talons and Black Claw. So, we'll bring in the Imp now, just to refresh our Immolation, so that we can break that decoy. Alright, easy win. Toxic team though, so I'm gonna take a break for now. Go do something else. I kind of want to go get that Snowclaw Cub. Looks like it's pretty easy to get. I was watching Rosqo have a lot of fun with it. It looks like surprisingly good versus Anomalous. I wouldn't have thought of it as a counter to Anomalous, but it apparently takes like 15 minutes to get, so I'm probably just going to go do that, and then I'll try it out maybe. I'm not a huge fan of balance pets, but the moveset looks great. You know, you got the Flash Freeze, Deep Freeze combo that Womper has. And yeah, it looks like he could be a fun pet for Critter Week, so maybe I'll try him in the next video once I get him. Yeah, that's gonna be GG's for me. Short video tonight. Keep some more later on, and I'll see y'all in the next one.